What's good, and welcome back to another episode of Hot Lap. This episode we're going to talk about the very exciting Geneva Auto Show and all the cars that just came out. If you didn't already know, the Geneva Auto Show is one of the biggest auto shows in the world. At this specific auto show is where most of the biggest companies reveal their newest innovations and their newest cars coming out. I was really looking forward to the Geneva Auto Show this year and having all the newest cars under one roof, but unfortunately this happened. So unfortunately, the Geneva Auto Show was canceled due to the spread of coronavirus. It was pretty sad news. However, today on Hot Lap, we're actually going to be covering some of my favorite cars that came out. Before we get into the video, I just want to thank you guys so much for your support. We're almost at 100 subscribers, so if you are not already subscribed, make sure to go down below and hit that big red button. At this current moment, 89% of you guys are unsubscribed, so let's try to lower that percentage as much as possible. If you want to learn more about the things I want to do on this channel, click the card in the top right. Now let's get right into the video. Diving right into it, one of my favorite cars right now, the 720S, got a new hardcore variant called the 765LT. And for those who don't know, the LT means long tail, which usually denotes McLaren's more aggressive track-focused cars. The 765LT has 45 more horsepower than the current 720S, giving it 755 horsepower and 800 Newton meters of torque. McLaren says 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.7 seconds, and 0 to 124 miles per hour happens in only 7.2 seconds. That is serious speed. The fact that it weighs 80 kilograms less than the 720S due to things like lighter wheels, full carbon seats, no AC, no carpet, and also no audio system are reasons why this car has such improved numbers. It features things like a new aggressive front bumper, a larger rear diffuser, as well as new carbon louvers on the front fenders. It proudly boasts McLaren's first ever fully titanium exhaust, and it's not just for show. This new exhaust saves 3.4 kilograms even with twice the amount of exits. It also produces 25% more downforce than the 720S, which is already a pretty high downforce car. It also received updated suspension as well as recalibrated transmission for punchier acceleration and even better track-focused performance. Now, McLaren's looking to make 765 cars. I'm sure you can guess why, at a price around $375,000. If anyone wants to hit me with a loan, hit me in my DM, because I need this car in my life. The 765LT is a supercar I never thought I needed until now. I already thought the stock 720S was a beast. Even if you just slapped a tune on the stock 720S, it was already insanely quick. The world's fastest 720S is doing an 8.7 second quarter mile on stock turbos. That's ridiculous. I can't even imagine how fast this car is going to be around a circuit, not to mention in a straight line. And the best part is it's going to look absolutely menacing while doing it. I am so glad that McLaren chose to take the 720S to the next level, and I cannot wait until these things hit the streets in October. Next up, we have the guaranteed conversation starter, the Koenigsegg Chimera. The name Chimera means give more in Swedish, and that's just not for no reason. The all-new Koenigsegg Chimera is a 4-seater, family-friendly mega car. And if you think that's crazy, wait till you hear these specs. It has an insane 1,700 horsepower and 3,500 Newton meters of torque. To put that into perspective, that's more than twice the horsepower and more than 4 times the torque of the 765LT we just talked about. And to top it all off, Koenigsegg claims this car can do a 0 to 60 miles an hour in a blistering 1.9 seconds. They're also saying 0 to 400 kilometers an hour in only 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Now, one of my favorite parts about this car is the engine. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It has a 2-liter, 3-cylinder engine pushing 600 horsepower. This thing has a smaller engine than your average Golf or Honda Civic. Now, the engine is paired with 3 electric motors, which combine to a whopping 1,100 horsepower. So it's said to run on E85, but it is capable of running 2nd generation renewable fuels. Now, Koenigsegg claims that if the car is plugged in and is also running on the renewable fuels, it is able to be as CO2 neutral as a fully electric car. That alone is a huge game changer. It also has the capability of driving silent up to 340 kilometers per hour. Now, things can get pretty unstable at these high speeds, so it features stuff like torque vectoring and all-wheel steering to make sure the car stays 100% stable. And the way this car looks is just a cherry on top. The exterior design screams Koenigsegg while the interior looks futuristic yet functional. The car has space for 4 carry-ons for whenever you and your friends want to catch the next red-eye flight. I honestly didn't expect this from Koenigsegg at all. A 4-seater, 1700 horsepower car it's unimaginable, and they really brought it to life. Now they're only going to be making 300 cars at an unannounced price, but this car is definitely going to be something a lot of collectors are going to want to get their hands on. And you can always expect an elegant and refined interior from Koenigsegg. It is absolutely flawless. Now a normal 4-seater would have 4 doors, one for each occupant. But this car actually has 2 giant doors on each side, which fold up in the coolest way. It's so sick to see. Koenigsegg found a way to combine insane performance and somewhat decent practicality and put them together to create this out of this world vehicle. I like how Koenigsegg is pushing the limits with this car and really trying to innovate while keeping their famed performance. It's just such a smart thing to do. So this car is aimed to hit the roads in 2022, so it's gonna be a while till we see any news on this car. And I didn't forget about the new Jesko Absolute, which is claimed to hit over 310 miles an hour in simulation. That is just mind-melting speed. I don't know where you're gonna use that. I don't know. And lastly, Bugatti has announced its more track-focused Chiron, the Bugatti Chiron Per Sport. Regardless of all the Chiron variants that Bugatti keeps pumping out, this one has a special purpose: the track. Bugatti has optimized this Chiron to be an absolute track machine. They've raised the RPM range by 200 RPM, they've shed 50 kilograms of weight, and they've added an all-new super aggressive carbon front bumper, rear diffuser, and massive fixed rear wing. Bugatti didn't just want to make, minor adjustments to make this car more track-focused. They really sent it. They've gone to the lengths of 3D printing their full exhaust out of titanium, as well as redesigning the wheels in pursuit of saving weight. They've revised the gears of the Chiron for less top speed, but an even more radical acceleration on track. They've also tweaked the steering for a more track-oriented feel. The external features of this car is where we really see it shine. My favorite part of this car is the rear end. If you notice, the rear diffuser and the rear wing combine together to make an X shape, giving it a much more aggressive look from behind. Overall, Bugatti has strayed away from their, tunnel vision on top speed. They're looking for more track performance. And this car definitely shows a great attempt to achieve that. If you have an extra $3.6 million lying around your house, this is definitely the track car for you. And there you have it, a bunch of the cars which were announced during the Geneva Motor Show week. Personally, my favorite announcement is the 665LT. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are most excited for. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you haven't already, please make sure to go down below and hit the big red button. We're almost at 100 subscribers. We're really this close. So hit the button down below. It'll really help the channel out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Beat me up. I miss that slow sex. Those long drives, those early mornings, those late nights, and we staying out past the city lights, but you still shy for the spotlight. And I'll say another girl's name, the song got you tripping different. Baby girl, you know